Hey, what's going on, League? This is Kenny. Bringing a new video to you guys tonight. Won't be a real long one today. Wanted to show a couple highlights from the last war, and we have just started up a new war tonight. We're out to an early lead here. B's starting to do his work, so maybe if we get lucky, we'll catch a live attack here while we're going through some of the highlights from last war. So what I wanted to show this time around is sometimes we win because we have some good work on 11 versus 11 or 10 versus 10 or B versus everybody else or whatever the case may be. But this last war we did really good with some of our Town Hall 10s jumping up and hitting Town Hall 11s. So that's what we're going to highlight here. And first one I want to show is a raid that I did with Adam on number 1, and then I want to highlight the adjustment that Zip made when he tried it with his Budweiser account to secure the 2 stars. So this is your typical ring build. I start the Archer Queen walk in the 3 o'clock corner. You'll notice that this base has a pretty major design flaw. It has it so all of the defenses and buildings are reachable for the Archer Queen from the outside of the wall, and so that makes it a pretty easy queen walk there. And so she starts to head off from 3 towards 6 o'clock, and she just gets going. I pull the CC over on the left-hand side here with just 1 giant. Then the queen just continues her walk. We have the 2 witches were in that CC, so it makes gotta be a little careful here with the poisons because the witches lag pretty far behind. And so the queen starts to take care of that and takes care of those last 2 witches and continues her walk. I'm going to go ahead and pause it here for just a second. I'll keep going. One thing to note, when you are a Town Hall 10 going on a Town Hall 11, time is not your enemy. So this queen walk has gone, about 1 minute and 15 seconds. I only had 18% of the base done. But again, there's no time constraints with this attack. I go ahead and start the funnel at the 6 o'clock side, break in with the wall breakers, get the bowlers down, drop a rage here to get them going, and this is now eventually clearing the path for the Volks to take a jump into the core to get the Town Hall and some of the other remaining buildings. So the Volks have now done enough damage. I sent a test Volk in, and the Volks are now going to be going to the core. I drop a rage down, but then, to my dismay, I hit a set of triple giant bombs. And that, combined with everything else and all the other heat that's going on in that compartment, just obliterates my Volks. Let's go ahead and watch that real quick. They were done. They were done in a hurry. In fact, they never even got to the rage. So this portion of the attack is still going on pretty strong. The healers have stayed up. I'm already at 54%, which is pretty good. Again, this is Town Hall 10 going on a max Town Hall 11. I'll go ahead and speed this up now, and you'll see that the bowlers and everything continue to go through. And I can't remember what the final percentage gets up to now, but it was pushing. It got up to 65%, so pretty good. Hold on, we have to pause this video for B's, I believe his 4th or 5th of many bowler donations for the war. But we love B because he's just cleaning up here. Let's see how he's doing. Oh, this is the old war. I'm not going to go back to that one quite yet. Let's go ahead and watch how Zip made some really good adjustments and ended up securing the 2-star on that last one. on this number 1 base here from the enemy. Again, this is a max Town Hall 11, so I mean, anytime you've got a Town Hall 10 and you're able to get a high quality percentage 2-star on an 11, you've really done some good work. Zip modeled the AQ walk, and it's doing the same exact thing that happened with the Atom attack. He dropped the Giant over there. He's going to go ahead and pull the CC. It starts to come over. He gets his poisons down, and Queen takes care of that, and she continues on with the walk. Now, what you want to see here is the big adjustment that Zip makes with his jump spell, and the huge difference that a scout can make, and the different placement of one spell can make on the outcome of an attack. And we'll go and pause it when he gets that jump spell down, and he puts it right over that Inferno Tower there. Okay, so perfect. So what's going to happen is after he creates a little bit more of this funnel, the Valks are going to go directly to that jump spell, and they are going to bypass the 3 giant bomb locations that we saw on the first attack. So let's go ahead and run it through. He does some test Valks. They go in there. He puts a rage down, and they do not set off one of those bombs that went in there. The Town Hall is quickly down, and the Valks have done their job, and similar to the last attack, the healers are still going, and everything is still going strong, except now they're going to go a little bit longer because that Eagle's out of play. And so go ahead and finish this up here, and again, Zip got 77% on a max Town Hall 11 with his max Town Hall 10. That's good work, Zip. Well done. Well done. And let's go ahead and show one more Town Hall 10 attack on a Town Hall 11. This is one we got done with Adam. This is a base that we've seen a lot of times, and it's a good base to get with a Town Hall 10 with an AQ walk, because again, he's got a lot in range with the walk. So we pick off a few buildings with a funnel here, finish off that funnel with a wizard, and then we'll let the Queen just go ahead and do some work here. And one of the keys to this one is to drop your healers to the right side of your Archer Queen. If you had dropped them to the left side, they'd be trailing off a little bit here and would end up getting in range of this air defense. But by dropping them on the right side, you take that air defense completely out of play. The Queen goes up and around the corner towards 3 o'clock and goes around that corner. And again, time is not your enemy, because you're not going to get 3 stars, Town Hall 10 versus Town Hall 11. So you can take as much time as you want with that Queen, and you don't want to activate the Eagle, which is why you're using a Queen walk. Now we go ahead and get the bowlers down and get jump spell down, and there's 3 rages that are going to go down, so the bowlers can do some work and eventually get that Town Hall. And you will see that the Queen ends up getting the Town Hall, and it's a solid attack. 67%. On a Town Hall 11. Sometimes Town Hall 11 versus Town Hall 11, you're not getting that high. So that's these 2 attacks. So it ended up being a war where we didn't need all that, but it ended up getting it done. So good job there, Zip, by following that model. Those are the only attacks I want to highlight for this war. Let's see, anything going on? No. Love to catch a live attack. I love embarrassing the guys with these live attacks. Zip with oh, it just ended. You are so lucky, Zip. We get a video showing Bud getting a nice 2-star on a max 11, and then we could have topped off that, would have gotten at least 2 more views on this video had I gotten a live attack from you on that one. But you finish that off. Cook some hogs up here for B real fast. Couple things I want to show real fast. There's something going on with my phone right now. Maybe you can't donate while it's recording? What is that all about? Huh. Look at that glitch. Guess I'll just stop. Wanted to point out a couple guys who have been doing a lot of work this season. Starting off with Gino, who is leading the way here with 317 attacks won this season. That is an insane amount of raids, but he's getting a lot of good work done on his base as a result. Rounding out the top 5 is B at 292 for B. I think Nico is right around the same at 291. You three guys are just crushing it with all those attacks that you're doing. Bullet is in 4th place for this season at 185, and Bud is rounding out the top 5. He has got 151 attacks. Really great work, guys. So anyway, we'll do some recap of this war probably tomorrow night or the day after. But again, really good Town Hall 10 versus Town Hall 11 work. And let's keep our win streak alive. Alright guys, see ya.